Hello, I'm Archbishop Coyne, and this is Coffee with the Archbishop, and joining me today is Brooke Armistead.
Hi.
Who works in our communications department, works with the magazine, works with pamphlets, does a lot of things.
All the graphic design work that we do here.
So how do you take your coffee?
Milk, sugar, $1.99 from
That doesn't
McDonald's.
look like coffee. It looks kind of like...
It was $1.99.
It's very pale. Well, at least you drink coffee.
Yes.
Because there's people who watch this know a lot that I say to people, how do you take their coffee? And they say, I don't drink coffee. So I was just saying we should just call it something to drink with the Archbishop instead of coffee with the Archbishop. Well, although I drink coffee, and I've gone back to hot coffee because I had iced coffee for the summer.
The cold.
Yeah.
I drink this all year. The cold. I suffer, but I...
And yeah, we got to get you a coaster too because
I know, I'm making
it's all a mess right here. But so you've been working for the Archdiocese now for a little bit less than a year?
January was my first. Yeah, I started in January.
Okay.
So.
And basically you work with, like I said, with the communications department doing a lot of good work for us.
Yeah. I do all of our graphics. Which is a new position here.
Yeah.
So we do. Oh my gosh, Branches on the Vine, which is our newsletter, goes out to all parishes. Yeah. We just finished our vocation posters and the consecrated religious posters. So the ones that you see in all the parishes with all the seminarian pictures on them. Maybe we'll have them show up here.
Yeah, folks, wait until you see this new
The 2026 ones,
it's like populated.
They're really cool.
Yeah.
I love, and we do appeal stuff. We do new branding stuff.
Yeah, because people say, well, hiring a full-time person, is that really cost effective? And it really is. Because we were farming out some, like for Archbishop's Appeal, we were outsourcing stuff. Yeah. And magazine graphic, we were outsourcing stuff. Although you work with the publisher a lot with the graphics too.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, the fact that we can do everything here, like I just started working on several logos for some of our entities. And like those projects are so cool, but also to be able to do those in-house, to work directly with people. And like I'm a parishioner. Like I worked in campus ministry before this role here at Southern.
Okay.
And so being in the Archdiocese as a parishioner, but also getting to serve the diocese through the work that I do here, like I feel so grateful. Like
now we just finished a big trademark project. Can you talk about that a little bit? When in terms of branding and all that.
Oh yeah, so we launched new branding here, new logos and assets and stuff, and we really want to make sure that everything we put out, you see it and you're like, that's from the Archdiocese, right? That is from the Archdiocese. You know it's from us. It has this cohesive look, and we want to make sure everything's professional and just that cohesive kind of thing.
Right. It's like you go by any Trinity Health building.
Yeah, you know exactly.
You see that's Trinity Health.
Exactly.
Just by the color, the font, the graphic.
Yeah.
And basically here at the Archdiocese, every office, every department, every affiliation with us is now using color, branding, font.
We want we're separate offices, but we're all under one Archdiocese. So we want to make sure they all look the same. And it's been such a fun experience being here too. Like I've learned so much in terms of projects that I've done. I started doing.
Do you like working for me?
I do.
Okay, good. That's very important.
I started.
Because I need a lot of patting on the back.
I get that. No, I feel the same way. Work validation is. But I started doing graphic design work during COVID, which everybody had free time. So I was doing.
Video games.
I mean, I do. Me too. But. And
a lot of prayer.
I started doing graphic design work in 2020, just like for fun. And I started getting into it because of St. Pope John Paul II's 1999 encyclical letter called Letter to Artists. It's this short.
It's very short.
Letter. And I read that, and it's, him talking about how the church needs artists and how beauty, the human person, we are created to be creatives, right? Written on the human heart is the ability to create in so many different ways. And I read that and I was blown away. I was convicted. And I think creativity too doesn't have to just look like painting, right? The church needs painters, but it also needs musicians. It needs poets. It needs writers. It needs,
Yeah, when I was teaching at the seminary and the introduction to liturgy course to the students, we had a whole section on liturgy and art.
Yeah.
And we read that letter.
Yeah.
But then what I was able to put together at the seminary was a symposium on art and the liturgy, art in the church, and to bring in various peoples to talk about what is the role of art. And the big part was some people see art as just a simple expression of the person. Art is, everyone can do art, I'd say, and it's an expression of the person. It's something by way of communications. Whereas the church is a little bit more restrictive in that it says everyone can communicate, but not everyone is really called to the grace of an artist, because they said it's a supernatural grace in the sense of more than natural. It's something that people are just given the grace of creativity and can produce beautiful things. And it's intended to lead us to the beauty of creation and to the beauty of redemption.
Yeah.
And then we got into this whole discussion about, well, what do you do with like some of these Spanish crucifixes that are so gruesome and all that? How is that beautiful? And then the beauty is that it leads you into the mystery of the cross and all. So it doesn't necessarily have to be like flowers, and it's just something that's connected with salvation, something like that.
And too, when I think of creativity, it's not just paintings, right? You can be creative by cooking or gardening or doing so many different things. And so, I don't know, that letter was just so profound to me in my journey. And I feel like too, we're all called to use our gifts and talents to uplift the kingdom, right? Whatever that might be for somebody. And for me to be able to use my gifts and talents in design to uplift the kingdom, literally here, I feel so grateful.
It's good to hear. And we're very grateful for the fact that you're here and you're doing such great work. And I like the fact that you turn things around fairly quickly. So you put in a request, and then like a couple days later, there's the answer.
I get so like when it's in a project that I'm really excited about or something, I'm like totally zoned in. I like don't eat, sleep. Like I get so excited about a project that I do a quick turnaround.
Okay, because I'm going to send you one about my new logo, Archbishop Coyne's superhero saint making. No?
I mean...
Okay, well, enough of that. I won't put you on the spot. Well, it's nice of you to come in.
Of course.
And Brooke, thank you for all that you do. And thank you for being a faithful witness, too, as a disciple, a young disciple, and all the things that you do. And you've been watching Something to Drink with the Archbishop.
Today's coffee, though.
It is coffee.
It is, so today's Coffee with Coyne.
God bless.